to add them together. Okay, so as I always say, we line them up by the decimals so you don't make a mistake, and make your columns. You can see here your ones column, your tens column, your tenths column, and your hundredths column. Okay, add them up carefully and you'll get the correct answer. Question 8. We cannot divide by a decimal. You need to multiply it by a power of 10 till this becomes a whole number. In this case, we move it 3 decimal places to the right, which is times by 1,000. And what you must do on one side, you must do on the other, to the 7 as well. That becomes 7,000 divided by 4. Question 9. Again, we cannot divide by a decimal. We need to make it a whole number, so multiply it by a power of 10. And what we do to this side, we must do to the other, so it becomes 4.86. Then we can do the division. 54 does not go into 4, so we write a 0, write the decimal place. 54 does not go into 48, write a 0. Now, how many times does 54 go into 486? Use estimation. 54 times 10 is 540. Too big for this number. So let's try 9. And how do you know which number to minus? Do the multiplication. 54 times 9 gives us 486. So we know this number is correct. Question 10. 18.5 miles per second. So on average, how many miles does Earth travel in 60 seconds? Do the multiplication. 18.5 times 60. So remember, every step is crucial. 0 times 5, 0, 0, and 0. Now we can cross the 0 and write another 0. 6 times 5, 30. 6 times 8 is 48 plus 3, 51. 6 times 1, 6 plus 5, 11. 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. How many places? 1 decimal place. Do the same here. 1 decimal place, 1110. C. Question 11. Okay. Writing this number in scientific notation. So we want to take the first 2 numbers, put a decimal point between it, and now count how many times to the end, and that will give us our number of decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 decimal places. Therefore, it's 5.84 times 10 to the 8. Question 12. How many times does this go into this? So we need to divide it. Okay? Now, can we divide by a decimal? No. So we need to multiply both of them by power of 10. This being the first one. So we need to multiply it by 1,000. And what we do to this, we must do to this. So now we get 2268 on the outside, 5670 on the inside. Now we can do the division. Okay? So, obviously this number is 4 digits, can't go into 5, or 56, or 567, so it's 3 zeros. Now how many times does it go into this? So 1 time is obviously too small. Let's check 2 times. And to find out which number we subtract by, do the multiplication. 8 times 2 is 16. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1, 13. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1, 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 4, 5, 3, 6. And if we was to add another 2,000, it would become too big. So this is the number we subtract. We can write 2. Subtract this number. 4, 5, 3, 6. We can't do 0 minus 6. So we're going to borrow 1. 6. 10 minus 6 is 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. 1, 1. Now, we need to finish the number. So we need to add a decimal point and a 0. Bring the 0 down. Okay? So how many times could this possibly go in? Well, if you see from your options, you only have a 4 or a 5. Okay? In our case, to speed things up, let's try the 5. And if you do 2268 multiplied with 5, you will get 11340. And that's your division done.